generating the heat up to its capacity. That, you know, the valves are good and it's operating properly. Yes?
So if you turn on the strips and you take the temperature up in the plenum, you're going to get 130 degrees, somewhere around there, or?
If you added the strips to the heat pump?
Uh-huh. No, okay. You're trying to get the split here, which you said was with the heat strips on. What's the temperature you're going to get at the heat strips?
With solely the heat pump, with the heat strips working?
Correct.
It depends on the kW of the strip. You know, we used 10 kW as our example because it's a nice, you know, even number. If you had a 5-ton machine with 10 kW, you're going to get one temperature rise, and if you had half that amount of heat, then you're going to get half the temperature rise. In other words, if you only had 5 kW in there, instead of getting, if you were getting just using an example, a 20-degree rise, and you only had 5 kW, now you're going to get a 10-degree rise. It's a direct proportion thing. It's not like some oddball curve where it's going to change throughout. It's a linear thing.
Bob, is there anything you can tell about the operation of the unit if you see something out on the outside of the unit, like sometimes you see coils that are turning green, for instance?
Yeah, it's some sort of chemical reactions going on if the coil, you know, again, with air conditioning, and that's the name of the game, is air. We're dealing with air. Air is very critical. So not only is it critical on the indoor, it's critical on the outdoor. If you've got a coil that is sitting in a place where, you know, you talk about green, it reminds me of lawn clippings. A lot of condensing units sit out there, and the gardener comes by, or the homeowner, and they've got a certain path they take, so every time they go by the air conditioner, they shoot it full of lawn clippings. Or it's located near a cottonwood tree or something like that, you know, or these desert brooms. You can get an awful lot of fuzz sucked into these condensers, and it virtually becomes invisible. So the cleanliness of the outdoor coil is also important as far as the actual